Imagine a journey where the storms of life become whispers of wisdom, where the tumult of emotions transforms into the serenity of enlightenment. In the remote Oshin Monastery, a young man named Ren, caught in the whirlwind of his own turmoil, discovers through the ancient teachings of a wise monk Kaoru the profound blessings of indifference. This is not a tale of apathy, but a profound exploration into how embracing the essence of indifference can liberate us from the chains of our emotions, grant clarity in the midst of chaos, and lead us towards the ultimate freedom of enlightenment. Join us on this transformative journey through the lives of those who found strength, peace, and enlightenment by learning the art of serene detachment. Discover the 8 blessings of indifference and how they can illuminate your path to a life of peace, resilience, and authentic joy. Now, on to our story. In a remote corner of the mountains was the Oshin Monastery, home to a wise monk named Kaoru. Kaoru was known for his deep understanding of the mysteries of life, and his teachings were sought after by those who longed for the truth. One day, a young man named Ren arrived at the monastery in search of wisdom. Ren was caught in a whirlwind of emotions, unable to find inner peace. Kaoru, with his serene eyes and silent wisdom, noticed Ren's inner storm and decided to share with him the lessons of indifference. Throughout the days and nights among whispering bamboos and dancing lotus flowers, Kaoru guided Ren through a story that illustrated the 8 benefits of indifference. In a quiet village, there lived an old man named Hiroshi, whose existence was marked by low altitude. Hiroshi was known for his prosperous farm, but also for his impetuous nature and intense emotional reactions. One day, a fierce storm hit the village, destroying much of Hiroshi's farm. Gripped by anger and despair, Hiroshi sought refuge in the Oshin Monastery. Kaoru received him calmly and spoke to him of the first blessing of indifference, liberation from emotional bondage. He told Hiroshi about an old bamboo tree that, in spite of the storms that lashed it, stood erect and serene. "Indifference will free you from the chains of your own emotions," said Kaoru. The story continued with Hiroshi returning to his farm, but this time facing adversity with indifference by adopting a serene mind. He learned to see beyond appearances and to accept the ups and downs of life with equanimity. In the next chapter of the story, Kaoru took Ren to an enchanted forest, where lotus flowers bloomed in a quiet pond. There they found Mayi, a young artist tormented by constant criticism of her paintings. Kaoru shared the second blessing of indifference, clarity of mind. By observing the reflections of the lotus flowers in the pond, Mayi began to understand that true beauty lies in authenticity. "Indifference will give you the clarity to see reality without distortion," explained Kaoru. Mayi, with a heart freed from the chains of others' judgment, passionately painted her art imbued with fearless sincerity, resonating in the hearts of those willing to see beyond superficial expectations. The third blessing of indifference was revealed in the story of Aito, a fisherman whose life was intertwined with the capricious waves of the ocean. Kaoru took Ren to the shores of the sea and shared the story of Aito, whose family depended on daily catches to survive. One day, a violent storm swept ashore, taking Aito's catch with it. Devastated by the loss, Aito sought consolation at the Oshin Monastery. Kaoru told him about the third blessing, resilience in the face of adversity. Just as the ocean faces storms without losing its essence, indifference will give you the strength to withstand life's onslaughts, said Kaoru. Eventually, Aito returned to the sea with unwavering determination, learning to sail with the waves instead of resisting them, finding in indifference the ability to adapt to changing circumstances and turning each challenge into an opportunity to grow. The fourth blessing was revealed in the story of Kohana, a young woman whose dreams vanished like the wind. Kaoru took Ren to a garden of cherry blossom trees where Kohana used to walk among the pink shadows, trapped in the expectations of others. Kaoru shared the fourth blessing, freedom from expectations. Just as the fallen petals do not follow a predestined path, Indifference will free you from the chains of other people's expectations, explained Kaoru. Kohana, embracing her true nature, discovered the joy of blossoming without restraint. The fifth blessing was revealed in Yuki's story, a brave warrior whose spirit was darkened by the shadow of hatred. Kaoru led Ren to a battlefield where Yuki fought against imaginary enemies that inhabited his mind, tormented by a thirst for revenge. Kaoru shared the fifth blessing, inner peace. Just as a serene lake reflects the moon without disturbance, indifference will lead you to inner peace by freeing you from the burden of hatred, said Kaoru. Yuki, abandoning the quest for revenge, discovered a tranquility that allowed him to embrace the true essence of life. The sixth blessing was revealed in the story of Kenta, a merchant torn between greed and generosity. Kaoru took Ren to a bustling market where Kenta haggled mercilessly, obsessed with amassing riches. Kenta's story showed the sixth blessing, liberation from greed. Just like the wind that flows without clinging to anything, indifference will free you from the bondage of greed, explained Kaoru. Kenta, understanding that true wealth was in sharing, transformed his business into a source of prosperity for the whole community. The seventh blessing was revealed in the story of Sora, a dancer whose art was overshadowed by anxiety. Kaoru took Ren to a vibrant theater where Sora struggled with her own fears as the curtain rose. The seventh blessing was the overcoming of fear. Just like a bird that flies without fear of falling, indifference will give you the courage to overcome your fears, said Kaoru. Sora, by embracing indifference to external judgment, found the freedom to express herself authentically. The eighth and final blessing was revealed in the story of Haruki, a wise old man whose eyes reflected the serenity of a calm lake. Kaoru took Ren to a mountaintop where Haruki meditated in silence. The eighth blessing was the realization of enlightenment. Just as the moon illuminates the darkness of the night, indifference will lead you to enlightenment by freeing you from ignorance, shared Kaoru. Haruki, by relinquishing the need to understand everything, found deep peace in the acceptance of the mystery of life. The story of Kaoru intertwined with the lives of Hiroshi, Mayi, Aito, Kohana, Yuki, Kenta, Sora, and Haruki had revealed the 8 benefits of indifference. Through these stories, Ren learned that indifference did not mean apathy, but the ability to face life with equanimity, embracing reality as it is. In the Oshin Monastery, amidst the dancing shadows of the bamboo and the gentle murmur of the wind, Ren began his own journey towards indifference. With each lesson, he discovered the strength that resided in acceptance and the serenity that came from releasing emotional attachment. In conclusion, the fundamental lesson of this story is that by embracing indifference, we not only find balance in the midst of life's storms, but also discover the true essence of existence, the acceptance of what is. By embracing indifference, we become serene witnesses of our own journey, navigating the waters of life with grace and acceptance. It is an invitation to let go of unnecessary burdens, to live with authenticity, and to find peace in the simple act of being.